checked in yet, please do so soon. If you have checked in, awesome. Take a look at that schedule in your packets that we gave you. We stick pretty close to that. So I'm looking at the schedule, 3:45, and we'll get you rolling. Oh, when you do come register, bring your helmet with you so we can check that out. But if it's already got a 2018 sticker, you don't need to bring it.
All right, well, that's official. We are here. This is how we're starting the video. We're gonna get right into it. No talking of wind noise. No major talking. We're just gonna go ahead and get into it. We got our novice meeting, then we're gonna do pace laps, and then we gotta wait until the other groups do their laps, and then we're gonna go for our first session. Real quick, I didn't record it. We just did our pace laps. We didn't even put on the helmets. I did have the gloves on just to get the feel of the steering wheel with gloves on. Here's the track layout, just in case you've never seen the Blackhawk Farms track layout. The yellow is the passing lanes. Yep, we got in about 5 or so minutes, we have our briefing where they're going to tell us the point buys and all that. And then once that's done, we're going to be on the track at, let's see, so 4:25 is our novice briefing, and then at 5 o'clock it's our first session. So that should be fun. There's guys out there right now, Camaros, BMWs, 370 Miatas, all of them. I'm the only one in a 4-door Honda Accord, but I don't care. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's go get that meeting out of the way, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, so here we are. I don't have my mic that I can put in the helmet, so I'm not gonna be talking much. I'm sure you can't hear me, but it's our first session. We're gonna be starting here in a few minutes. I'm excited. I think the car should be able to do good. We'll see what happens. A lot of nice cars in the group that are novice. We are in the novice group since it's my first one ever. It's my first track day ever. So it should be a lot of fun. We got Subarus right now in front of me. We got Subarus in back of me. We got Miatas. We got a Porsche right in front of this Subaru. Porsche, excuse me. This should be a lot of fun. Here we go. Sure, thank you. I don't need the tires to warm up. The car's warm.
so far. Up to. Let's go. And they say a Honda Accord sedan can't go on track. Man, might not be a race car, but it sure is fun, and it can handle a track. Up to a C6. Let's see if we can best any out of before we end this. Let us buy. Very, very nice. This car's doing phenomenal, considering the tires. Man, we caught up to a lot of people. Let's go. Keep up with the auto, no problem. No problem, ladies and gentlemen. He's braking when he shouldn't be. Let's go, let's go. We're beating them all. We're not nervous. Let's go to the end of the picture. That pass, no problem. I could use better seats, wider tires, better suspension, but you know what? With just the stock stuff right now, it's doing great. I mean, you guys are seeing the footage. I don't even know if you can hear me. We got 4 minutes left. Let's see if we can catch up. I think this is no problem. We'll catch up to the mall. The time might end before I can get there. Missed the heel toe there. It's okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We got this. Keep up in a straight line, but that's it. Checkered flag, cool down lap. We did it, guys. No problem. We got it. That was amazing. I have no idea if you guys heard any of that. I can't believe, now obviously it's going to be driver experience over the car, and clearly I have experience over the people that are in these amazing cars. I mean, we got a Dodge Viper that we almost kept up with, or actually passed, if I had more time. No heat issues. The brakes are doing phenomenal. They're not even multi-piston. Suspension could be better, wheels and tires, but you know what? Truly impressed. You go online, people hating on these cars. It's not a race car. Well, it's not. But you know what? I just proved you can still have fun on the track. It doesn't have to be a race car. That was amazing. I'm speechless. If you have the money and you've hesitated to go, doesn't matter the car. Look at me.
Wait.
I love it.
They mentioned that at driver meeting, and something I heard before I got here today. Don't put up the e-brake after you're done driving. They say that the pad might seize to the rotor if you do so. So leave it in gear, but don't put up the emergency brake. I'm just gonna let it run and idle. I'm gonna go check my car. But guys, we're gonna go more. But if you don't have a like, you don't have a sports car, you don't have any of these things that technically should be 10 times better than this, whoa, it doesn't matter. Go have fun. I'm in a Honda Accord. I just passed so many guys and I kicked ass. So go do it. Stop giving yourself excuses. So real quick, driving back home was not pleasant because I had no brakes, and that's not because the front look, they're alright. Like from what I can tell, there's still pad left on this. There does feel to be a little grooves here, which is interesting because these are only a year old. I literally replaced them July last year with the rotors and the pads. So that's interesting. As you can see here, the center cap is missing, and it is on the other side. So we pushed a little hard, center caps came out. From what I can tell from the back ones, they are plastic, so that's probably why they came out. We'll replace those after this second track day. Now there's one last thing. Now I said brakes are gone, and that's because the rears are done. So I don't know if you can see, the rotors are pretty not looking good. Now, to be fair, these are 4 years old now, and I never replaced them because I never tracked the car and the pads still looked good. Well, officially, there is no more pad. I'm not sure if you can see it through the grates, but there is 0 pad left on there, so we are gonna have to replace that today. I have EBC rotors here. We have Hawk pads. We are also gonna do the front, so I have Hawk pads for front and back. And then we went with Duralast Performance GT front rotors. These were StopTech last time around, but I'm gonna go ahead and put those on because, like I said, even though it looks like there's pad on there, I don't think it'll last the 2 days that I'm there for grid life, and I just don't know why it's grooving like that. So we definitely got to get the back replaced, and the fronts are going to be replaced as well. It's going to be a long day, long job, long night, because I'm starting this. The rotors just came in. It's Tuesday, and we got track day on Saturday, so these have to be done, and I have to try to bed them in during that time. So we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna make a special video for the back, just because I've done the front. I figure I'll do a separate video for the back as well. But that's really it. Right now, I have to jack up the car and start replacing these. So we're gonna do that. It's getting late in the day. The backs are done. No problems are there. That was fairly easy to do overall. There's a big problem in the front. So overall, from what I can tell in the front, the pads aren't horrible, but it does need, like as you can see here, there is groovage right here at the top. So that's interesting. Pads aren't, there's still life left, but I'm sure they're not going to last 2 days. The problem is, see all that liquid? Well, that's too much light for you guys. Well, there's liquid there, and well, here's the thing. Some of that is soapy water, and the reason I use soapy water in there is because, well, there's brake fluid leaking from here. And the reason there's brake fluid leaking from here is the brake lines failed. Yeah, the front brake lines failed. They are braided brake lines from Goodrich. I ordered them from Auto Anything, so I just contacted them from Auto Anything, or I contact Auto Anything, they sent me to Goodrich. I'm waiting for Goodrich reply through email. They're not gonna get here by Friday because they need to be here at the latest on Friday so I can swap them out. That's a problem, and so the other problem is I can't break in the brakes without the lines. So what I ended up doing, nobody carries braided lines in this area, so I ended up having to go, I went through Rock Auto. They carry the StopTech braided lines, just the fronts, so I ordered them with next day, and it says they'll be here Thursday. So here's hoping everything goes good and they're here by Thursday, and we'll get them swapped out, and we'll drive the car that night a little bit, and then obviously we got to drive the next day to the track, so that'll allow me to break in the brakes a little bit. and hopefully a little bit on Friday night, and we'll be on our way. I am really unhappy that this happened. I didn't install the lines wrong. They failed in the line itself. Yeah, it wasn't like at the bolt or anything. It was at the line itself it failed, and that's just crazy to me. So the other reason I'm upset is not that they only failed, but that fluid, I didn't realize they failed until today. So that fluid has been sitting here for almost a week on my car, so who knows if it's been sitting on the metal anywhere. I don't see any rust on the main part here, which is good. I did see a lot of fluid here, but this is rubber, and so I have to check now on the other side in the actual engine compartment to see if there was any fluid. But I think we might be a little lucky. We'll have to see. But right now, I'm not seeing any kind of rust. Just in case you're not aware, brake fluid creates rust fast and easy. If you get it on your paint at all on your car, get rid of it ASAP, because it will eat away at the paint and then it'll start rusting. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and still change out the rotors right now and the pads, so those are ready for being broken in. And then yeah, then we're gonna just wait for those lines, get off work. Hopefully they do make it here by Thursday, as it says on the shipping. If it comes here by Thursday, we get off of work at 8 p.m. We're gonna get in the garage. We're gonna pick this car up, replace these lines, and it's a pain, by the way, just in case you're unaware of that. The lines are really a pain. And then once we do that, we have to bleed the whole system. And once that's done, we have to start driving the car and breaking it in. So luckily, only the fronts failed, not the backs. Thank God. So we'll go from here, but no more talking. Let's get into doing this part. Oh wow, just in case you guys are curious, that's what the front pad looks like. Safe to say, and that's why it started squealing, because that's basically there now. Safe to say, that's not good. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little intense. That makes me, these are the yellow stuff from EBC. They could not clearly withstand. I did 1 track day, 1 autocross, and 1 year of daily driving on this car, on these pads. This is 1-year-old pads. That's insane. We'll see, and yes, they were broken in properly. So we'll see what happens and with these new ones. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's not good. Well, as soon as I thought it got bad, look at that. That whole caliper needs to be replaced. That has no, that's fully rotted through. Wow, that caliper is 4 years old. Well then, we can't do the rest of the brakes because that caliper has to come off. A new one has to be put on. So what we're gonna do is see if that one's in the same position, and if it is, that's going to be an expensive brake job. That's absurd. That's a 4-year-old caliper. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, time to take this one off to see how bad it is, and might have to go to, man, who knows, might have to go to AutoZone or Advanced to see if I got to get a new one. For both. That can be cheap. Might as well do a big brake kit at this point. Woo. Sure enough, Yep. I mean, while we're here, Jesus Christ. Wow, that's insane. All right, here we are back again. A few days later, we actually got the calipers and the new calipers and lines. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Let's take a look at the calipers and the lines real quick here. Stainless steel brake lines from Stock Tech. There's the number if you're interested. So hopefully that'll help. There we go. Everything looks good. I don't care that it's painted red, but it's got everything, new seals, everything's good to go according to them. So what we're gonna have to do is just put these on, and yeah, this looks like the driver's side, and that's the passenger side. All right, now to real quick get everything set up. And should be fairly quick. Here's hoping. Yeah. So they upgraded to 14, which I mean can't be bad, right? All right, those are on. Now this isn't a how-to video, but normally you would want to grease these up, but since these are brand new, they're all pre-greased, so we're just gonna get everything swapped in. Now, just in case you're wondering, hey, why didn't you get a bigger caliper setup or something like that? That would have cost way more money. And right now I just want to get the brakes on and get them ready for this track day. So that's your answer. Now I'm just going to do this line real quick, and go from there. Once again, not a how-to video, but I never did have a how-to on the brake lines. So these bolts, you have like an open-ended wrench. That's not like fully open, and it's supposed to make it easier. Mine never did. It made it harder. Vice grips was the only thing that worked for me. So that's what I'm using today, just to get this over with. Okay, start pushing down the brake.
Hold it or push it?
Push it all the way down and then do it again.
It's getting harder.
Good, keep going. Keep going. All right, we're done with the car. Brakes are on. I started driving it, everything feels good, everything's the bled, all that. Now it's bedding them in process, so that's gonna be happening. I did a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, and then the drive over to the track, which is quite a bit of a drive, so that should help out, bed them in, and then on the track we can do the hard bed in, which is basically hitting 60 and slamming on the brakes, which is perfectly fine since we'll be doing that anyways. Whoa, got some in my throat here, but that's it. Car's washed, everything's good. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next vlog, which is the next track day. See you later.